Hey everybody, it's Solid Mustang. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. And good day myself. So, doing a little bit of both here. Car review, and yes, that is me in that Lamborghini. I am in the driver's seat of that Lamborghini. It's a Lamborghini Gallardo. I believe it was a 2011 Lamborghini Gallardo with it only had like 3,000 miles on it. The thing was practically brand new. The thing was spotless. It was awesome. My dad got this for me, and I went with a buddy of mine. We got 3 laps each in this Lamborghini, and really was a ton of fun. The Lamborghini, it's a Lamborghini, guys. What else you want me to say? It is a Lamborghini. And what's funny is this guy's talking to me about my Dodge Charger. He thought it was a Hellcat when I drove it in. And it's like, no, it's just the RT. So we actually sit there and talk about cars for a minute, but I get going here. First lap is a get used to the track lap, as my dad will say. That's him in the background, but I have to admit, thank you, Dad, for getting this for me. Go the Groupon route with this too. If you see this out there on the Groupon, I think it's $100 on the Groupon. It's like $500 if you go through them, and it's not worth $500. I understand it; they gotta pay for the insurance and all that, but it's not worth the $500 for these 3 laps. Although fun, and I'll let you hear this Lamborghini here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was from about 15-20 miles an hour to 70 miles an hour up that straight. The feel of the car is superb. You definitely can tell the difference between what you're driving, unless you're driving Lamborghini, and then what this car is. So you definitely get that feel. The nice thing is, from the Corvettes I've driven, sorry I haven't been able to get a recording other than one sitting there, because I have been able to drive a couple. Simple fact, the Corvette feels a lot like this. You're real sensitive steering. You're going around like that big first corner that you'll see here coming up right after the straightaway. You don't crank around the wheel. It's nice, even, light turn. You don't grip the steering wheel. You kind of just have like a nice little feather touch with it. When you stop the car, you put it in neutral. It doesn't go anywhere. That's actually park. The transmission's just that sensitive. So really something to be in one of these cars. The feel of it inside is excellent. The seats, you feel like you're getting into a fighter jet, and I've had a chance to be in an F-16 and an F-15, and that's a rush, to say the least. But the seats kind of grab you like those seats do. They kind of hold you in place, so you're not sliding about or anything like that.
There you go.
So my buddy Brian comes around here in his last lap. Through these little slalom, you get in that car to do that. It's a nice little touch. And I would really like to have the inside video for you too, but the company, they do that, and quite frankly, they don't do a very good job of it. So if you do this, get your own GoPro, or if they'll let you, or just have somebody videotape it from the outside. If you got your GoPro, just have somebody videotape it from the outside. That was actually off my phone. My GoPro has decided to die a pretty horrible death to my 3-year-old niece. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? So, I got a feeling that's what I'm getting for Christmas here in about 6 months from my sister. So I figured, what the heck, we'll drive the Lamborghini around here on Forza, talk a little Forza 6. Here's the other half. We're going to talk about some games, some stuff coming up. I'm going to be putting out some stuff about E3. E3's done. I've had a chance to look at everything. I was out of town. I got called in, actually, unfortunately, for a funeral which then we decided for the kids to turn around and do something nice. We were in Florida. We had a bunch of people go to Disney World for 2 days. So anyway, it's nice having some family members who are a little well off. Anyway, so Forza 6 was one of the ones in E3 coming out I am really looking forward to. And they just blew Project Cars out the window. Project Cars is a good game. I would say average to good game. The problem with it, it's too simulator-like. It's too much of a simulator. Without a steering wheel and gas and brake pedals, it makes it really hard to play. It's just too much of a simulator, so that has to get reeled back. And it's something I thought Forza does really well. You can play with the steering wheel and stuff because you can. It's easy to adjust the sensitivity for that, but as for Project Cars, it's really hard to adjust it, and playing with a controller makes it really tough to do. So Project Cars, I would hold off on. Just play Forza 5 until Forza 6 comes out. Forza 6 is going to blow everything out of the water when it comes to racing games. I've actually been in more contact with the company. They are super nice. It's going to be a feature. I'm probably even going to get the Xbox One feature with the Forza 6 and to get the terabyte hard drive. So it was a great game, lots of fun. Of course, the big game on E3, it's Battlefront. Battlefront just blew my mind. You can do everything. Everything you ever thought of doing in Star Wars. You want to fly X-Wing, TIE Fighters, you can do that. You want in the AT-AT or AT-AT, you can do that. AT-ST, you can do that. You want to blow them up, you can do that. You know, all different types of guns in there that you've seen on not only the movies, but you know, through the cartoons, through all different types of Star Wars outlet. And we saw the death of Call of Duty. I am going to play some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. We'll do some of that, but Call of Duty's dead, guys. Call of Duty's dead. Call it. If you're a doctor, call it. DOA. They're done. Pre-orders are hugely down. Xbox dropped them now. I did see that PlayStation picked them up, but unless they do a total revamp, and I mean total, I'm sorry guys, Call of Duty's done. Nobody wants to play the future stuff anymore. Nobody wants to really get into that kind of stuff. Call of Duty's done. The other one that got announced that I really liked, Fallout 4, looks fantastic, and I'm happy to say the dog cannot get killed in there, so you always have your dog around, and I guess PETA people would be happy about that. Actually, I don't like killing the animals either. So, really good E3, but I was looking for a little bit more to come from it. Unfortunately, I wasn't, like I said, wasn't able to sit down and watch it live as I wanted to, but it is what it is. So, what else is coming in out there? So, Halo, of course, looks like, well, Halo. I would imagine with Microsoft dropping exclusives to Call of Duty, that you're going to see a Halo Xbox One edition with a terabyte hard drive and the new controllers. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, the new controllers. Really interesting. It's, your mod controllers. You got buttons on the bottom, and I don't mind the buttons on the bottom. I don't mind those. That's not a big deal. All you're doing is moving a button from one place to another. It's when you modify the controller to, do things that in the game that wasn't designed to do. Your semi-auto rifles all all of a sudden become fully automatic. Your semi-automatic shotguns all of a sudden just boom, 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 boom. And that's what I don't like. The auto lock-on, if you will, of the sniper rifles, where it automatically goes right onto a person. And that's where they were at with the Xbox 360 controllers. Now, I have not seen that far advancement on the Xbox One controllers, and I think having to do updates on the Xbox One controllers, that's probably why. And so, it's just a different way to play. It's just basically a different style controller. You got buttons on top, you got buttons on the bottom. Now, can you go back and forth between the buttons, like the X button on the top and the X button below, to do something with? Maybe. But mostly with your, as long as you don't have like an auto drop button, all of a sudden the guy just goes and it's flat on the ground. That's where I start having problems. But yeah, so we'll come around here to the end of the Top Gear track. We're going to talk about Top Gear actually for just a minute. So we end this here. Jeremy Clarkson, if you hadn't heard, had been fired. So Top Gear is not going to be the same. They didn't complete the season, which I was really ticked off about. But anyways, hopefully the boys get on a new show. I'm hoping for a new show on Netflix or something like that. And hopefully Hammond, May, and Clarkson will put on a Top Gear show on Netflix, Top Gear style show. That would be a ton of fun, especially, they'd be kind of say whatever they want to say. That could be really interesting. So, anyways, once again, thanks a lot for watching. Solid Mustang, I've got your 6.